Hello everyone, my name is Linda Gunner. I am the CEO and founder of Linda's Perfection Creations. Linda's Perfection Creations is an event planning and wedding decor company. We cater to small and large events in and around the Philadelphia area. We do full service, partial, month of coordination. We do custom events, interior home decor. We do home staging. So any events that need planning and decor, we handle. So you don't have to necessarily do both. You can do the planning aspect, you can do the design aspect, and you can do the decor. So if you just want, flower centerpieces for your wedding or bridal bouquet and bordiniers and so on and so forth, we handle that as well. We do events in and around the Philadelphia area. We also do international events. We do other events in the rest of the country. It's just that for decor purposes, is the wedding. The budget has to be significant for us to do the decor because it's a lot of actually a lot of moving parts with that. So for a Mesa's wedding, we in other states we just do that aspect. So today I'm gonna go and talk about flowers. Some of the places that you need flowers. What are the flowers that you need for your wedding? And detail now so you know what to do. Because a lot of the time when people getting married, people locked out and leave out the flower budget. You plan this lavish event, you get the ballroom, you get your wedding dress, you get your suits, you get your food. But then when it comes to your decor aspect, that's when people a lot sometimes want to cut down the budget, and that not necessarily the right way to do it. Budget should be spread around. There is a video that I did a little while back talking about budget. I think maybe sometime down the line I will touch base on there a little bit and go back a little bit. You can look at my videos on budget, how to spend, what money to spend for your wedding, how to properly allocate the funds for your events. So I'm just going to join into the videos, but for flowers that you need. So it's not going to be in any particular order. I'm going to just go in a different aspect. So for once, you need a bridal bouquet. You need to decide, how do you want your bridal bouquet? Do you want a large bouquet? Do you want something small, like a nosy bouquet, which is like the smaller bouquet? What kind of flowers do you want to use? Do you want to use the same color as your wedding color? So do you just want to use standard white, or do you just want to greenery or pattern? Or so those are the things that you have to decide what kind of bouquet you want: small, large, medium, and so on and so forth. And also you need bridesmaid bouquet as well. Bridesmaid bouquet can be like a no-side bouquet, which is called a smaller bouquet, and it don't necessarily has to be large. Now a lot of things that most brides doing the ring bouquet, where you have these rings. That is trying to see if I can find one into, let's see here. Do I have one? Okay, so you have these rings that people are doing for bouquet, wreath bouquet. They have it, comes it in gold. You can have it in different colors. Sometimes you can even spray paint them, but they usually put flowers on them, and the bridesmaid just hold it. Comes in different sizes. The standard sizes for most weddings is probably between 8 10. They got 8, they got 12, they got smaller, so you can do it in multiple sizes, and then we got large, they got 20, but you don't want nothing that huge for your bridesmaid. So it's kind of like something that it can just clutch on and hold on to with a design for the bridesmaid. So you have different options of what you can utilize for your bridesmaid. So let me see if I have another one that's designed. So here we go. These are artificial flowers. Of course, it's not fresh. So you can kind of make it smaller. You can make it bigger, and the bridesmaid can kind of just hold it up like so. And you can have them in the flower color you want, in the pattern you want. You can make it as big as you need, as small as you want, but it's easy. They can just carry it like that, and that usually works. So those are the options for your bouquet. So you need your bridesmaid bouquet and then also for your flowers, girls. Do you want a little smaller bouquet? Do you want a basket? Do you want a hip band for flowers, both for the bride and for the bridesmaids, all for your maid of honor? So those are options. You can opt in to do different options, but all those people in a wedding does need some kind of flowers. And then after the bridesmaid, you also need the bodineers for the men, the groomsmen, the best men, special family members like grandparents, the ushers, the parents of the brides and groom, the groomsmen that and the grooms in the party as well, dad, and so on and so forth. So you can opt out the two, or what? Maybe I don't want to save money. I don't want to do ushers. I don't want to do grandparents. Um, I just want to do that. And then for the mothers of the bride, you do corsages. It's, you can do body knit, but for women, you don't want to be reaching into the clothes. So corsages always look nice on, but you can opt out to do both. You can have to have a rose in the hand. You can do for those people to identify who they are, that they are part of the wedding. So they do need a bouquet as well. And then for your reception, you need something for your aisle. Um, what are the altar, what are the chaplain, you need something on there. You also need flowers or your welcome sign, or your welcome your guests. You need some kind of decor, your signing table. You also need that for one your escort cards tables. You need a little bit of flowers or some kind of thing next to it. You also need for, if your ceremony space have maybe like a room or hallway or a cocktail hour station, you need a little bit of design for that as well. And also little flowers for garnishes. um these is all based on your preference. You don't necessarily have to do all of this. It's fine. Also, if you're hosting, in let's say if you're having dinner or a family member and friends gonna come to either your parents' house or some guest house, you need some kind of flower arrangement to the house, and also in a hotel. So these are different things that you need to just identify to the guests if you're having a flower design, and you can pick and choose. As I say, it's all based on your budget. You can pick and choose if you want to go all out or if you just want to do the bare minimum. Um, and then, of course, your centerpieces for your wedding, you can choose to do centerpieces on every table. You can alternate it with small, large, medium. You can alternate with candles on one tables and flowers on the other. You can also do lanterns. You can do greenery. You can use garland. So there's a lot of things that you need for your centerpieces, because that's in your reception space is where you're going to be spend most of your time. So you want to make sure that room is beautiful and is the flowers can really bring that room, change the room and set the rooms to light. So those are some of the things that you do need to have when you are planning your wedding. You also need it on your cake table or your cake. You can use fresh flowers on there. You can use artists. Most of the time, the planner would give, or the florist would give that to the baker ahead before time. Sometimes the baker, when they come in there, you can have to work with it. They might do it on site after they deliver the cake, but most of the time they like you to have it prior before, just so they know can have the design scanned. And even if they don't do it, if you have a planner who's know what they're doing. It's not a responsibility because you don't want to do a cake, but if somebody who's a florist on site, or like for me, I'm a licensed florist, so sometimes when the florists don't do it, I do have, and I would say it's not a big deal. I can do that as well. But you also want to make sure that the florist and the baker communicate to be able to, if you do one cake, flowers on your cake, so they can do that as well. Um, and your cars, the cars, if you're going to be using a limousine or a special car you're driving yourself, you do need flowers on there as well. So for the deco, just to bring the whole element to light, to tie it in. So if you're having a rehearsal dinner, if you're having a tie it in together after party, a lunch, or anything that you're having that in pertaining to the wedding, you need some kind of flowers. Now, it don't have to be this whole large and luxury, but you just need to have some type of flowers in there. That's why I'm saying you have to plan prior, because your flower budget can, jump up significantly. The average cost for a flower range for a smaller wedding, anything from 2,000 to up. Between 2 to 10, you can go 20, 50. You can go as high as you want to for your flowers, high detail. They have low end flowers, which is a little cheaper, and the higher you go, the more flowers, the more expensive it is. So it all based on what kind of flowers that you are using for your wedding. So that just pretty much it for the day. And even sometimes too, people use little flowers on the menu cards on the reception table, just to kind of add a little bit touch to it as well. But that's all for today. Thanks for watching, of course. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. You can visit my website at www.lyndaperfect.creations with a S, event lyndaperfect.creationseven.com. So lyndaperfect.creationsevents.com to sign up for your free 30-minute consultation where you can talk to me about your upcoming events. You can also, DIY brides can register for my classes, how to plan your wedding from start to finish. Thank you so much, and I see you again. Bye.